Welcome to our training to review the ONEHOPE compensation plan. Today, we'll go through some observations that we've made in preparation to launch this lucrative new plan for you and your teams. And we'll take a deep dive into the potential you have to earn an income while making an impact with ONEHOPE. As we've discussed, our goal is to create a consistent, sustainable, and productive experience for every cause entrepreneur by aligning these three elements: our product strategy, the method in which we bring our products to market, and our compensation plan. The sweet spot is right there in the middle, where all three of these elements combine to create consistent, sustained productivity. The purpose of a compensation plan is to incentivize our cause entrepreneurs to perform certain behaviors, specifically the core business building behaviors of selling, sponsoring, team building, and leadership. Compensation plans are comprised of two interrelated structures. First is the qualification structure. So this is the specific performance required for various income stream elements. Number two is the compensation structure. So this actually represents the income stream elements that reward cause entrepreneurs for reaching the qualification structures. So the qualification structures really define the expectations for a specific role, and the compensation structures deliver the value proposition for meeting those expectations. Let's take a look at our current plan. We know that it's challenged. Our current qualification structure appropriately targets the four core business building behaviors. However, rather than cause entrepreneurs progressing towards team building and leadership in our current career path, your qualification structure imposes increasing levels at all of these elements, including significant personal sponsoring requirements, which are all considered to be front-end activity. As a result, our leaders have to balance high level of front-end activity, especially sponsoring directly, while also at the same time trying to build and develop large organizations and developing new leaders who are emerging within their teams. Our current compensation structure is built on a unilevel plan. We currently reward levels 1, 2, and 3, and we've got some bonuses available as well. We heavily emphasize selling through a generous commission, and we rely exclusively right now on a unilevel structure, which pays 3 levels on a very modest percentage. Relative to the sales commission, our unilevel structure provides limited financial incentive to build a large organization. And some of you may have found our current compensation plan is easy to understand, but it's not so great to help you sponsor new cause entrepreneurs to your team. The other thing that we've heard is that the director bonus structure requires you to achieve that paid-ass title 4 months in a row in order to unlock that cash bonus. We're going to be making that even better in our new plan. So let's take a look at some compensation structure concepts. First is unilevel. You're all familiar with that because that is what our current plan is. You get paid on level 1, 2, and 3. I enroll Tiffany, she's my level 1. Tiffany enrolls Chris, she becomes my level 2. Chris enrolls Sabrina, she becomes my level 3. We're all quite familiar with that. Next, we're going to move into the concept of generations, which is going to allow us to unlock some great new potential for you in addition to our unilevel plan. So here's a sample organization, and you might want to take some snapshots as we're going along to help you remember, but this is what a typical team might look like today. So think of yourself as Amy being at the top of the organization. In our new compensation plan, we will be paying down to 4 levels. So Amy's got 2 team builders. She's got Mel and Jem who are developing and building their teams. So as you can see appropriately, as those folks are sponsoring new cause entrepreneurs, they fall into place in the unilevel structure, either on level 1, 2, 3, or 4, and so on. Now, let's talk about generations. What is the difference between a group and a generation? As we're showing in this example, everyone in this organizational chart is considered to be in Amy's group. All of the blue circles are in the same color. Next, let's say that Zoe promotes to director. Zoe now, in the green color, and everyone below her is considered Generation 1. They move out of Amy's group and into Amy's first generation. Notice we still have all of the other folks to the right of the screen in the still blue color that represents Amy's group. So once a director is promoted, they break off into your first generation. Let's say, going down the other leg, the gem leg, that Ty promotes. Ty and her organization now become part of your Generation 1 as well. Well, let's switch it up a little bit. How do we get a Generation 2? Let's say that Meg actually promotes to director. That now becomes Amy's Generation 1. And Meg promotes Ty. This is a brand new director. So that now becomes your Generation 2. Don't worry about trying to fully grasp and understand these concepts right away. It will become second nature to you as you begin to work the new compensation plan. So let's take a look at our enhanced compensation plan. What have we done to improve this opportunity for you? First, we've increased the number of titles from 7 to 10 that gives a clear career path to progress. We present a reasonable relative increase between titles while maintaining the integrity of the value proposition at each title. We've eliminated the minimum level 1 qualified requirement and instead replaced that with a leg requirement with more modest requirements at senior levels so that our leaders can focus on supporting the leadership development of their organization versus frontline sponsorship. You're going to see how this is a huge benefit to you as we go on. We've modified the organizational volume requirement to incorporate a new layer, the group volume requirement. We want our leaders to be able to focus primarily on being leaders, but we also want to make sure that our leaders continue to personally sponsor and develop new team members. We've expanded the organizational requirements to provide a reasonable roadmap to building stable, sustainable organization that will continue to build over time. Okay, so here's a look at our brand new titles. We start with cause entrepreneur, lead cause entrepreneur, senior cause entrepreneur, executive cause entrepreneur, director, lead director, senior director, executive director, senior executive director, and national executive director. Next, we're going to represent the personal commissionable volume that is required at each one of these levels to achieve that title. Something that's important to note, PCV is a separate number from retail. So when you see 1,500 in the director column and above, that is not 1,500 in retail, that is 1,500 in personal commissionable volume. We'll talk a little bit more about the distinction in a little while. Next, as I mentioned, we have replaced the first line qualified requirement with qualified legs. So what you can see is we slowly build up from 1 qualified leg as a lead cause entrepreneur, and the most you will ever need if you want to max out our compensation plan is 6 qualified legs. Organizational volume you all are very familiar with. It's part of our current structure and it's part of our new structure. So you can see the OV, that's the organizational volume, and organizational volume is you and everyone in your entire organization, regardless of what line, regardless of what leg, they all count for your organizational volume. Now you see a new number in here, GV, that stands for group volume. Your group volume is your PCV and everyone who is in your group. Once you promote a director, remember, they become your first generation and therefore no longer count in your group volume. We've added organizational structures. So again, focusing on the director column, an additional requirement for the qualification structure for director is the addition of 2 senior cause entrepreneur legs. And the reason there's a plus next to each one of these, you could actually have 2 executive cause entrepreneurs. They don't have to be sitting at the title of senior cause entrepreneur, but at the minimum, that's where they need to be. But you could actually have 2 executive cause entrepreneurs and check it off the list. You've got that covered for that requirement. As you can see, director is still the core building block title of our new plan, and your goal as leaders should be to develop as many directors as possible within your organization. What's unique now is that it's in your interest actually to reach down in your organization, because those directors can emerge from anywhere. They don't just need to be on your first line. So in the past, we've retained the sales commission structure exactly in our current plan. So we also recognize that there are cause entrepreneurs who aren't interested in developing teams, who aren't interested in becoming leaders. They simply love to retail our product, and that's great. They still have a happy home as cause entrepreneurs in the new plan, and they're being incentivized as similarly as they were in the past. We've expanded our unilevel structure to 4 levels beyond 3, and we've balanced the payout percentages across the levels to promote team building. We've implemented a completely new and incremental generational bonus structure to encourage our leaders to work deep into your organizations wherever you have new, strong business builders emerging. We've expanded and simplified our rank advancement bonus structure, including upline matching bonuses at critical levels, which I'm excited to share with you in just a minute. We've eliminated that 4-month qualification period so that you no longer have to be paid as a director or higher 4 months in a row to unlock those bonuses. So let's take a look at commission. Under our new compensation structure, it looks pretty similar to what you're used to, right? So base commission on PCV, your personal commissionable volume, is still 20%. When you've achieved 1,500 PCV in a month, you've now given yourself a pay raise to 25% commission on your PCV for that month. Unilevel bonuses are now in play, and you'll see at the title of director, you are earning 5% commission on your unilevel bonus for level 1, 2, and 3. We've now added a level 4. At director, you'll be earning 3% on your level 4 teammates. And once you promote to a lead director, now you see 5% across the board. As you're building and developing and growing teams, this is going to become very significant for you. Next, we've introduced a brand new way to earn commission. It's a group volume bonus. So if you have someone on your team who's in your group volume who has not promoted to a director, they will get you an additional 2%. The group volume bonus, remember, that also includes your personal commission. Next, we've introduced generational bonuses. So at the lead director level and higher, you can see that we've now unlocked yet another way to earn commission on your generations 1 through 3. Next, we have rank advancement bonuses. These are really exciting, guys, because when you promote as a senior cause entrepreneur, you'll earn a one-time bonus of $50. And guess what? Your sponsor and mentor who has helped you to promote to that title will get a bonus of $100. Next, at director, we offer a 50-50 bonus. Basically, you get the same amount for the person who promotes and for their upline mentor. Moving into senior director and higher, we have one-time cash bonuses available for achieving those higher leadership positions. These bonuses will be paid half and half. So what I mean by that is, let's say you promote to a senior director in September. You'll receive $500 immediately upon promoting to senior director. The second month in which you promote to senior director, you'll get that second $500. So let's say you promote to a senior director in the month of September, but for some reason life happens and you don't achieve that title in October. That's okay. The next time you hit senior director, maybe it's going to be in November. That's when you will receive the second half of that $1,000 bonus. So as you can see, each title achieved unlocks a new income element and presents a meaningful incremental increase in an existing element. Let's talk about a couple of business rules. When a director or above promotes a new director, ONEHOPE will grant that promoting director a 1,500 group volume credit towards that requirement for 3 months, starting with the month of the promotion. That allows you time to replace that group volume. The 50% rule, starting at the senior director level for qualification purposes only. This does not affect commission, but for qualification purposes only half of the organizational volume requirement can come from any one leg. So if we look at the example, For a senior executive director, the organizational volume requirement is 100,000. Under the 50% rule, even if a leader on your leg has produced over 100,000 organizational volume on their own, you would only be able to count 50,000 of that for your qualifications. Let's talk real quick about our recognition gifts. When you get started, every cause entrepreneur will receive a pin that will evolve as you move through our career path. When you promote to director, we have a silver cuff bracelet that we will be sending your way. When you achieve national executive director, we have a beautiful diamond pendant necklace. And we're adding new additional recognition that we will be really excited to share with you at Crush next year. We've reallocated some of our investments, and so we've been talking to you about our Business Boost program, which we will be retiring. We will not be awarding any more Business Boost points after September 1st, and you have through the end of the year to utilize those before they disappear. We've also reallocated the investment in our quarterly wine allotment and business bundle so that we can put cash in the compensation plan for you. So some key takeaways from the compensation plan. We've designed a strong, rewarding value proposition for cause entrepreneurs who produce balanced activity between selling, sponsoring, team building, and leadership. We present a career path where your focus evolves from being just an individual contributor to a true team builder and leader. We've designed a qualification structure where cause entrepreneurs should feel like you're leaving money on the table if you don't continue to build and move up the career path, because as you've seen, you truly are. While the plan enhancements are focused on balanced activity, we still have kept that comfortable home for our cause entrepreneurs who are simply interested in retailing our product. We've created a meaningful income opportunity for cause entrepreneurs who are looking to replace a full-time income that does not fulfill them. So think about the folks that you've tried to sponsor who have turned you down and said no. It might have been because they weren't too excited about the compensation plan you had to offer them. I guarantee you their eyes will light up when they see the income opportunity under our new plan. Our goal is to create a meritocracy. Cause entrepreneurs who produce the most value will receive the greatest level of compensation. So here's a snapshot of our overall enhanced compensation structure. On the top half, you'll see our qualification structures, and on the bottom half, you'll see the compensation structure. So that's the cash that you're earning, right? Your commissions. So let's take a look at an example of what you could potentially earn and what this could potentially look like for you under our new plan. So let's come up with a theoretical organization. So level 0 is considered to be you. Let's say you have an average PCV of 300. That's a total CV of 300. And there's no bonus volume because we're starting with you. So let's say you personally enroll 3 cause entrepreneurs who enroll 3 cause entrepreneurs, and they enroll 3, and they enroll 3. Now, wow, look at this. You have grown your organization to 121 cause entrepreneurs. And if everyone is averaging 300 PCV, you can see the total commissionable volume is 36,300 with a bonus volume. This is where we calculate your commissions, is off of your bonus volume of 25,200. So now let's extend that previous organization and assume that everyone is building teams, both within your levels 1 through 4 and beyond. So once again, you've now built an organization of 121 cause entrepreneurs. Let's say you have an average PCV of 5,000 and everyone on level 1 through 4 has an average PCV of 1,250. Now you can just carry that across and look at the total commissionable volume and the bonus volume that you have created in this powerful organization. Now you're looking at 155,000 in commissionable volume, which translates into 105,000 for your bonus volume. So we're just going to say that your organization is larger than 4 levels deep, and so everyone who's 5 levels down or lower, let's just say we're going to add in another $100,000 worth of commissionable volume and $70,000 for bonus volume. So that gives you a total organizational volume of $255,000, and we calculate your commission and your bonuses off of that BV, which is $178,500. Pretty powerful stuff, guys. So let's look at the comparable unilevel bonuses again. So what does this mean for you, the money in your pocket that you're going to be putting into the bank? So due to the nature of the direct selling model, levels 3 and 4 generate a significant volume. Because our enhanced compensation plan, remember, we're paying you 5% through level 4 when you're in a leadership position. Your unilevel earnings alone are substantially increased relative to the current plan. So look at what's happening here. Again, we've got your organization of 121 cause entrepreneurs. We've got 25,200 in bonus volume. Under the current plan, your commission is $233. Under our enhanced plan, take a look at that. A 440% pay raise for you for building and developing and growing a team. We've got lots more training to come your way and lots of resources and tools which will be available to help you learn and master the new compensation plan, and we can't wait to keep growing together with you.